So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Calvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down and 7. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's going over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career-high 92 catches.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
On the move to his left. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
7, Chargers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
2nd and short now following the fumble. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott on first down. And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last two in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Prescott. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Prescott. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 29, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now room for Eckler.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked off near the 42. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Prescott off play action. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Now it's the Rams' second all-time leading scorer kicking in a Dallas uniform, Greg Zuerlein.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Herbert flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On second down, Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good...
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. So left side, it's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for L.A.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. third down. Here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Dak. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Charles, we saw a lot of points.